Cinder is, it's weird. That's all I have to say about it. It's weird, but it's fun, and I enjoyed it. It is based loosely on Cinderella. So we've got the fairy tale aspect, and we've got some sci-fi because it's set in the future in New Beijing. That is an emperor-ruled Asian Commonwealth, is what they call it, the New Commonwealth. And it is just it's beyond weird. Like I read this, I went into it not knowing anything about it besides the series is called the Lunar Chronicles, and I didn't even think about why it is called the Lunar Chronicles. It is called that because the moon has been colonized, and the people on the moon have developed just powers and abilities by living on the moon for some reason. And so there's tension and war between the moon and the people of Earth now. And so Cinder, you follow her through some of the typical things. She's got her wicked stepmother, and her father is out of the picture, and she has two stepsisters. And also, of course, there's the ball coming up. And so she wants to figure out, is she going to go to the ball? Does she want to go to the ball? She has this meeting with the prince well before the ball in this story. And so she wants to go and see him. But Cinder, this is where it gets so weird. So Cinder is a cyborg, okay? So she was in some kind of accident that she had to be pieced back together, and so some of her parts are metal cyborg parts, like her foot and different things like that. And then she has like computer in her brain that makes it so that she's able to constantly, you know, do research and call up facts at a moment's notice. So the relationship with the prince is constantly developing, and then of course the ending culminates with the ball. And so it's fun to see the similarities between the favorite fairy tale story, and it's fun to see some differences. It's got some dystopian kind of element to it because, you know, we've got futuristic world where just everything's a mess, and with this plague and with the lunar colony of trying to interfere with things on Earth. And so, and then there's the fantasy element and the sci-fi element with the cyborg. So there's just a lot of fun. And then continuing in the series, the next book is actually my favorite book in the series. It's called Scarlet, and this one is about Little Red Riding Hood. And I just love Little Red Riding Hood, and then her relationship with the story's wolf is a really fun one. And each book also, of course, has a little bit of a love story, but not your typical fairy tale love story. And then after Scarlet, we have Cress, which is Rapunzel, and then after Cress you have Winter, who is Snow White. And so everything ties together really nicely in the end as these different fairy tale characters all come together and work to, you know, save the day from the problems with the lunar people. And of course, like I said, there's these developing love stories that are fun to read about. And I'm really not a big romance fan, and so I felt like it was just the right amount of a love story for me, that there was enough other plot going on. Like, I don't read a story that's all it is romance generally, because it's just not my cup of tea. I don't know, you know, like if it's yours, great, read that. But anyways, one of the reasons I mentioned that it's not really heavy in being a love story is I think it's one that boys could enjoy too. So like my son, who just loved Land of Stories, I find this to be kind of similar too. And so I think that he will enjoy the Lunar Chronicles. So if you have not yet, please take a second, subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and come back to get more book recommendations. And I will look forward to talking to you again. Bye.